Good morning, and today we are at Monaco, which is still part of Nelson, just a suburb of Nelson. It's a peninsula, and we know that it's named after Monaco, but it's been known as Monaco for 100 years or more by the English and European settlers. So it will be pronounced Monaco forevermore, probably. And this is a peninsula just located near the airport in Nelson. So I will show you around. Okay. Now this is a lovely suburb. I am trying to keep this steady, so we should come to be a bit more steady. Okay, so this is, at the moment, we are on Point Road, and this road is unreachable at high tide, but it's lowish tide, so you can walk around. A lot of building work going on. Now my grandparents, my grandfather brought a house here over 50 years ago and lived here with my nana, who thankfully is still alive. My grandfather passed a couple of years ago. So I will show you that house a bit further along, but I just thought I'd show you Monaco Nelson. This house is featured in a House and Garden magazine. These rivets. Got out this morning. Again, beautiful sunny day in Nelson, and balmy 8 degrees. It actually does feel a bit warmer, and people are dressed a little bit less lightly than you would expect because the sun does warm you up. Excuse me. Now, I hope you have been enjoying my videos. Morning. Don't forget to give them a like and subscribe if you do enjoy them, to help my channel reach. Oh, here we go. Here's a property for sale. Can't really see that one. Lovely view. I'm going to have to step out of the way of traffic. Morning. Cyclist riding around the peninsula, ringing his bell incessantly. Now we have these libraries here, scattered around New Zealand, but there's actually quite a few in Nelson. We're obviously readers here. And they have cropped up in the last 10 years due to the fact that our charity shops are actually selling our secondhand goods that we donate for exorbitant prices. As an avid reader, consumer, you would think there would have been some sort of swap or some sort of discount involved if you go to a charity store and drop off some books and then buy some, but no. And in fact, some are charging like $3-5 for secondhand books. So these free libraries have popped up all around the country in suburban locations because the readers have revolted. Like, well, if you're going to charge us for our own books, we'll bypass you altogether. Very popular place to exercise. Monaco is sort of part of Stoke, which is the largest suburb of Nelson. Stoke is almost like its own little town with everything you need. It's about a 5-10 minute drive away from Nelson town. This house here frequently changes hands. Okay, one jetty. And look out, see Nelson towards that direction, Stoke over there and Richmond over there. Morning. Come to Foster Reserve, a small little park. Strangely, I've walked around here probably 1,000 times and never ever has there been anyone in there. Yet today I decided to film and there's someone there. Some of these boats are family members, in fact. I think it might be this one. My grandfather always used to park his boat in these moorings here. And then my uncle would also park his boat there. And then he sold his, well, my aunt, when he passed, my aunt sold his boat to her nephews. So I'm pretty sure that is their boat. But could be wrong, could be someone else's. So they're more quiet. And now we're on Martin Street. And that's Rabbit Island in the background. So, a lot of Nelson people like to go to Rabbit Island for Christmas. And so one year my cousin convinced the family to have Christmas at Rabbit Island. And I thought, oh, how lovely, Christmas on the beach. So we had to have sort of a more picnic Christmas lunch, which is not our usual. We usually sit down to a proper roast lunch with all the trimmings, so to speak, and desserts and, you know, standard Christmas fare. And yeah, all people do is sit in the car park, because as is always, there's a lot of greenery. Plantings, or what am I trying to say? Plants. So you couldn't actually see, we're just sort of in some sort of grassy car park. It was bizarre. No beach. I'm like, oh, you can go for a swim if you like, and it's like, okay, that's sort of not really the point. It's to enjoy the beach view. So here we are, coming up to number 75 Martin Street. So it looks absolutely lovely now. The new owners who purchased it in, what was it? 2019, I think. No, 2017, 18, sometime like that. They did an absolutely fantastic job, because obviously, hello. That dog can tell. It's funny how they just know. yeah, as typical New Zealanders, did absolutely nothing to the house, basically, in the 50 plus years he owned it. But all my childhood memories are from here. We used to come to Nelson every year, every summer. And at that time, my grandfather owned the property all the way to the other side. So we would either go this side or the other side, but I think we mainly spent the time on this side because we could even reach Rabbit Island. Sometimes when we're out, we used to just spend all this time looking for crabs and lifting up stones, finding them, not doing anything with them, and then just placing the stone back. It was just a fun little pastime. But yeah, all my summers as a child, we would come here and play. Could be that boat, actually. Actually, I think it's that one. It is. It's that one. Anyway. It's a bit hard to spot. Used to be a little bit more recognisable. So yeah, as a child, my father owned number 75 all the way through to the other side until he subdivided it, which I guess he did that in my teens. A long time ago now, 1980s, I guess he did that. Oh, actually, I do know when he did that. 1983, 4, I think. Or was it 88? Okay. No, it was 87, 88. But he did that. And a good idea, because no one wants a big garden anymore. But it was fun to say that my grandfather had beach on both sides of his property. Some other people's boats. catamaran. They're much easier to sail, two of them. This is the Able Tasman Sailing Adventures. You can go for cruises around Nelson Harbour all the way. Gotta love New Zealand. More trucks. Okay, we're nearly round the entire point, the entire peninsula, and it's starting to get busier. And here we are approaching Monaco Reserve. And just in time. So the volume of cars going by is dramatically increased. As I said, we're near the airport, so there is a plane taking off. It's winter time, so the leaves on the trees obscure the views. And at Nelson Airport, they schedule all the flights to go at once to appear that they are a busy airport. Not sure why they do that. Okay, that's about us. Okay, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.